Hi everyone, I'm Mims and thanks for being here. As you probably already know by the title, we have a new deck to unwrap and flip through. What I thought I would do is I'll flip through all the cards and I'll chat probably a little bit about what I was thinking about when I got this, and then we'll do a one card pull at the end. And yeah, so this is the Haindl Tarot by Hermann Haindl, or Hermann, I'm not sure, Haindl. This is US Games. This has been on my wish list for a while. So copyright 1990 and 2011. So I don't know how old, although this one says made in Italy. I saw this at my local tarot shop and I was super excited because I know that I've noodled around in their shop before, but I had not seen this one. And maybe, you know, I think sometimes things find you on certain days. I had seen a flip through of it, and there was something about the art that just intrigued me. I know that you can actually get a couple of books to go with this that don't come with it, but, you know, that get into it in much more depth. So I'm possibly interested in those, but right now I'm just excited about getting this deck. I also, look how pretty the box is. Okay. And this one is even made in Italy. So I don't know when they stopped being published in Italy, but I'm guessing somewhere around 2011. Oh, there is a thin little guidebook. I thought there would surely be some little guidebook in there, and there is. At least booklet-wise. Booklet based on the Haindl Tarot Volumes 1 and 2 by Rachel Pollack. Ah, there we go. I thought that there was something. I was going to see if it said anything about it specifically. About the deck and when it was made. Doesn't look like it. There's the... Yeah. So, thin little guidebook. This was published by US Games. And again, this is showing the 1990 copyright, but this box also shows, and I know it's more than just the copyright. That doesn't necessarily mean this is actually from 2011, but the copyright dates are 2011 and 1990. And then, again, the booklet was made based on the two books by Rachel Pollack. So good to know. I remembered that, but I did not remember that it was Rachel Pollack who had written those books. So, pretty small little guidebook, but at least it gives you a little bit of something. I was hoping it might say a little, you know, a little bit more, like about the deck itself, but it doesn't. It's fine. Okay, so here are the backs. Oh, this is that lovely buttery cardstock. The decks that I can think of that have it, at least within my collection, are the Pride Tarot, which came out in 2020, the Albano Weight, or at least the copy that I have, it's the mass market. It's not like an original. Oh, it's that lovely buttery. Yeah, it's that fun, buttery, smooth cardstock. You know, it bounces back immediately. It almost feels kind of like the way that Fournier decks feel, if you know that. Okay, so this is the back, and it looks like we just have this blank title card. Oh, there's a couple of them. Oh, do they make, can you make eyes? No, they're still, yeah. Anyway, I think the backs are intriguing. I feel like there's a lot of eyeballs in tarot, which makes sense, like third eye and seeing and so forth, but okay. So no title card. From what I remember about this deck, I feel like that there are some elements of Toth and otherwise, but we're just gonna flip through it because I obviously need to get a book because I just don't remember. I just remember I wanted it. So when I saw it, I thought, oh, let's get it. Okay. So the Fool. Yeah, so you've got a lot of symbolism in there. And that's also what will be fun to dig into. I don't even know that I'm going to do this right away, but I was excited to add it into the collection, so then when I'm ready for it, I've got it. Emperor. I just thought the art was beautiful. But knowing that there's 2 Rachel Pollack books, 2, volumes 1 and 2, about one tarot deck, sort of feels like, yeah. Oh, I love that. The Chariot. Look at that. Strength. I love this gray. And I know lots of people talk about borders. I like borders. I have never yet met a border that I didn't like. In terms of tarot decks. International borders, different thing. Oh, I love those peacock feathers. I just thought that this art was really intriguing. I loved the layered look of it. I loved those kind of muted colors. This kind of looks like the Tower of Babel, maybe? Not sure. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, this definitely is. Aeon is a little Toth-like. Oh yeah, and then some of the keywords. We've got Dominion. I just love the depths of these. These all, I mean, I know they're paintings, but these feel like you can really dive into them. And it does have a little of that kind of geometry sort of look to them in the way that the Toth deck does, you know, in Frida Harris's illustrations. And then completely something different also. Yeah, this feels a little Toth. Just in the color and the look and everything. And maybe even a little bit of those gray borders. Wow, I'm really excited. I don't even have much to say. There's just so much to look at. And when I'm flipping these, this eye is staring at me. Like, looking at me, looking at the camera, looking at the picture while it feels a little meta. By the way, I hate that Facebook uses that name now. Or the company. Because you can't say meta without it now meaning something else. But anyway, flipping through this feels like, oh my goodness, there's so much to dig into. That's beautiful. So it's Pip-like, but there's a lot going on in the background. Yeah, you can see that, you know, the spilled Eight of Cups is a little different, isn't it, than in the Rider-Waite-Smith. Fortune. Okay, yeah, that's about. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do my own little flip through and compare it to the Thoth deck. Ace of Swords in the south. Yeah, see where. Yeah. I'm still just surprised, 2 whole books just on one deck by Rachel Pollack. You know, she wrote a ton of books, but I think, didn't she write like more than 50 books, if I recall correctly? But still, it had not registered to me that she is the one that had written them and that there were like a 2-part set. I knew that there were at least a couple of Haindl tarot books out there, but I don't think I had put it together. That I remember thinking that was kind of intriguing, but I had not looked them up very much beyond like noticing, like, oh, okay, that's a deck that got some attention. But wow. I really love the color. I love that kind of that metallic blue, gray of the swords. They really shine through. Ruin, 10 of Swords. Okay. We have Stones for Pentacles. Harmony. Yeah. Wow. There's probably something better to say than wow, but. And yeah, there's some background noise going on. They're doing some work outside. So pardon the noise. Material difficulty. Yeah, I just love how these really look like just miniature versions of paintings. I love the dimension and the layers, and there's so much to look at and notice. And even with an arguable pip deck, I'm a fan of pip decks anyway. I don't care what kind of a pip deck it is, illustrated or scenic or not. I love a good pip deck because I love that it gives you that openness, that expanse to not get locked in on particular things. I love reading Marseille. Mother of Wands in the East. I feel like if I recall correctly, each of the suits were represented by a different civilization. Oh yeah. Radha. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Wow. And then here's Krishna. Oh, there's so much to dive into. Oh, I just was noticing, like, that's why we haven't seen all of the suit or the court cards yet. Okay, so we've got Egyptian or ancient Egyptian, and then looks like Native American, and like East Indian, and then this is Native American, but let's see what the other one was. So it looks like Hindu, East Indian for the East, and then I don't know for the cups what civilization that is. Maybe I should know, but I don't. Or some of the others kind of feel a little more obvious. Yeah, with the swords you've got, you can see the Egyptian symbolism. And then here you have Native American, but I'm not sure the other. Okay, well, obviously I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to dive into, but let's pick a card. First, I'm just gonna set them on the floor, so let's straighten them or get them back into a pile. And okay, what message do you have for us today? What message do you have for us today? Oh, they shuffle beautifully. Oh, there we go. Ah, the Sun card. Is that what's on the box? No. I know I've seen this though, a couple of places. So the sun is shining brightly. There is a lot, like, take advantage of this moment. Think about where you are and embrace the sun shining a light in your path, in terms of, like, it's very clear where to go, and it just requires you to take a step. But let's also take a look at what the book says. The sun is a labyrinth of spirals. The trees line up with an order. Can you see? Okay. The sun is a labyrinth of spirals. The trees line up with an order never found in nature, and the rose appears as dreamlike. We have not returned to the ordinary world, but have moved to another level of myth. The sun shows an idea of nature, not nature itself. Divinatory meanings: joy and simplicity, life is wonderful, energy, activity, excitement, optimism, rational approach, confidence, sexual desire. Okay. Well, I'm taking that there is a path forward. Let's take that sunny optimism and move with it. And let's just enjoy a dive in. Maybe that's the path forward, is diving into this deck, learning more about it, maybe going and finding those books. And yeah, this is definitely going to be a deck that deserves its own study and time, but I'm really looking forward to working with it. Maybe even now, just kind of do some one card pulls and things. Anyway, very excited about it. Do you have this deck? Do you have the 2 books by Rachel Pollack? What do you think about it? Have you used it? Have you used it in some kind of a study? I would love to hear. And thanks for being here. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are taking care of yourself. I hope you're finding ways to take care of the earth and others in a mutual aid way. And I hope to see you, and I hope that you're finding joy. I hope to see you in another video soon. Take care.